Welcome back to the Nolan Built Shop. Today we're going to be doing a black oak dining room table with a metal base. Well, it's kind of like a metal base. Just watch.
All right, they always say start square, end square. So we're going to start on the jointer to get two sides square to each other. Then we're going to go to the planer to mimic those two sides to make them parallel to each other. All right, now for the joinery. I'm using the DF700 domino to put the mortises in, which will accept the tenons, the dominoes, later on during the glue up process, which you see here now. And this is me gluing these up into two sections, and then I will come back and glue them up into one table base, as you see here. That was done primarily because of space and difficulty of glue up. So now that those two are glued up, I'm gluing these two together to make all four corners, getting them square and completing the glue up. What you did not see is I added the stretchers in the middle, and now I'm adding corner braces to the table to be able to stiffen up the table to ensure that the table will not have any rocking in case you lean on it. All right, spray day. Using the Fuji Semi Pro 2 to spray some Ben's shellac based primer. The reason why I use the Ben shellac based primer is because it dries quickly and sands very well, which allows me to be able to sand out any imperfections, which I rarely have with this type of primer and this spray gun. After the primer was applied, I did end up spraying this with a silver metallic paint. Now you see me working on putting the dominoes in the tabletop to get ready for the tabletop glue up. This table is 58 inches by 58 inches wide and long. So this is a pretty big glue up, which I decided to split into two separate glue ups so that I will be able to handle the tabletop during the flipping process and the sanding process of the tabletop. All right, I know some of you have been wondering what this thing is I'm using to do this glue up. So this is a Taylor clamp carrier system that I scored a great deal on in an auction. And so I am not willing to let this thing go because I have plans to build a new shop, which I would like you all to stay tuned for the YouTube videos that will be coming up for the shop build. So this Taylor clamp rack system basically allows me to clamp things, roll it around like a rotisserie, and basically allows me to have 30 different glue ups going on at one time. So the idea behind this is to one day be able to accept orders for restaurant tables, cabinetry jobs, just large orders, which I would love to be able to do and to scale my business to, hopefully in the near future. All right, so now that I have gotten those two pieces out of the clamp system, now I'm going to glue them together. I've already done the final sanding or majority of the sanding for this tabletop to get it out of the way. So now I will only have to sand one seam. And always remember to apply even clamping pressure on the bottom and the top during the glue up so you can ensure a flat tabletop before the sanding process. That way the sanding is easy. Oh yes, and the brand. Now I am applying Rubio Monocoat Intense Black Pre-Color Easy. So this is basically like a dye stain. It covers extremely well. Basically, it is a rub on, wipe off the excess, and it is as dark as you see it now. It is not going to get any lighter than that. It may even be a little bit darker. So after I have applied this, The next day I will come back and start applying what you see now is the clear coat, which is the Rubio Monocoat Oil Plus 2C finish that is basically a rub on and wipe off the excess finish as well. This is one of the simplest applications that you can use for finishing a tabletop or hardwood floors for that matter. I love the process because of how easy it is to use. And now you see the finished product of what it looks like when it's dry. And now here it is in the customer's home at his final resting place, and the customer loved it. So guys, I just want to say thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, like the video, and comment below.